NICOLA Sturgeon is facing criticism from within her own Westminster group over a plan to join the Liberal Democrats in a bid to have a general election on December 9. The First Minister's proposal was attacked by SNP MP Angus MacNeil, who said he would not vote to give Mr Johson his desired present for Christmas. Mr MacNeil, a previous critic of Ms Sturgeon's approach to Brexit, argued it would be better to keep Mr Johnson in a cage, rather than let him win an election and get a hard Brexit. He also warned that the SNP would be likely to lose its place as the third largest party in Westminster in an election because of a surge for the Liberal Democrats. This MP ain't joining with the Lib Dems in their latest coalition bid with the Tories. The Western Isles MP tweeted, Mr Johnson will ask MPs tomorrow to agree to an election on December 12 in return for giving them until November 6 to scrutinise and approve his Brexit deal. However, there is little opposition appetite for giving him a win on Brexit, and he is likely to fall short of the two-thirds majority he needs under the Fixed Terms Parliament Act, FTPA. EU leaders, who have been asked formally by the PM to delay Brexit until January 31, are waiting for the outcome of the vote before announcing the length of the extension. Anticipating defeat for Mr Johnson, the Lib Dems and SNP plan to table a bill on Tuesday for a one-off amendment to the FTPA for an election on December 9 instead. This would only happen if EU leaders granted an extension until at least January 31, and Mr Johnson would not be able to get Brexit done before going to the polls. Crucially, this would only require a simple majority of MPs to succeed, meaning it could pass with Tory, SNP and Lib Dem votes, even if Labour opposed it. Tory ministers dismissed the idea as a stunt and a gimmick on Sunday TV shows. However, it was later reported that Downing Street might back the SNP Lib Dem plan if it failed to get an agreement on its preferred route to an election tomorrow. Mr MacNeil made his opposition plain in a series of angry posts on Twitter. At 10:06 p.m. on Saturday, he said he was glad the SNP had previously ruled out a December election, saying let Boris stew and make sure we cannot be tethered to a no-deal Brexit. That is something we can do while Parliament has Boris Johnson in a cage. But just 10 minutes later, he reacted to the SNP/Lib Dem plan being reported online. He wrote, I am not getting bounced into this. On Thursday it was madness to have a winter election. Any election now will be a proxy Brexit referendum and hard Brexit could be won in 6 weeks on only 35% to 40% of the vote. Tories have been desperate to amend the FTPA, but don't have numbers. Evened up won't help them now. Suddenly this, the SNP/Lib Dem plan, half. For more on this story, visit the news article link.